Some of these are just bad, man. They had some good ones. There's probably more of them too.
Yeah, like is Hitler back alive as PewDiePie or Donald Trump in world's biggest tits? And in this comment section,
Why? What did she do recently?
Be hot. I'm giving the people what they want, and they want some Kate Upton. Let's just capitalize on the market for Kate Upton. Like, what can we put on here that makes it even more appealing?
I think that's perfect.
I don't know, man. I've done such a good job of not making any fidget spinner related content. Is this where I get... it's a clickbait episode. I guess this is where I give in.
It's better than like somewhere where it's just like, oh yeah, hey, this was...
I don't know, man. I've kind of lost the will to work really hard on these thumbnails. I think how to make a fidget spinner. That's the thumb. But just like distracting enough.
Yeah, because honestly, and then Boss Baby, and then that's a thumbnail.
All right, that's the Boss Baby you wanted?
Yep.
Got it.
This is what they wanted.
Perfect.
This is what the fans wanted. I think this basically...
All right, everyone. We're back by popular demand. You wanted more Click Wild. That was the most... Just a lie. 5 years? You know what? I just want that to be true. You know what? I'll tackle that one. I honestly think Dad did with the last text, just rinse and repeat. It's an art at a certain point. I got an idea. Yellow. There we go. Oof. Whoa, this is a hot mess. All right, you got yours. It's not really the clickbait title, but it was fun to do, and I wish it was true. That would actually be natural selection at its finest. Well, let's go back to YouTube comments, see what else they got. I just went through all of these suggestions, and you guys need to step your game up. What's actually under Reaper's clothes? With some picture of, like, Reaper's head on Kate Upton's body. Well, Kate Upton is a reoccurring theme in the clickbait series for undisclosed reasons, and I'd love to up the ratio in this episode of how many thumbnails involve boobs, because this will make it 3 for 4. This is too hard. He's just a skull. We'll do someone else. Okay, so we got our girl Kate Upton here, and now we just gotta put Soldier's head on her. I want to be very anal about this one, and I want to make sure that I actually crop his face perfect. Oh my gosh, that's terrifying. Actually, that makes it kind of funnier. So yeah, this one's a little easier to make because it's just kind of it's not a lot of work. This one definitely requires less effort, but you know what? It's YouTube. Effort's irrelevant. Well, that's done, and it's only slightly terrifying when you make it a little bit see-through. Actually, Kate Upton, you've been on the series so often. You deserve a follow. I want everyone watching this to tweet this to Kate Upton because she needs to know what she's a part of. Just let her know, tag me in it, and I'll be sure to retweet it, because Kate deserves to know. I know, it's the easy form of clickbait, but I want to be a little creative in this series. Really want to push the envelope of clickbait. How to get 100k subs in a day. That's a PewDiePie clickbait video. So I don't know why everybody uses this picture of PewDiePie, but they always do. I'm not going to use it, but I'm just curious, so why? So this is what I like to call a combination clickbait, because this video isn't going to sell on its own. It has to have a clickbait title to accompany it. And sometimes you just got to be obnoxious and go with impact. It's all you can really do in times. And just a quick little Photoshop tip for you guys. You see these drop shadows come at 2 different angles? You can click use global lights and make it use something else. The more you know. Oh, hold up. We got to do our quick little trick. See, really makes PewDiePie pop now, you know? If you just see this thumbnail, you'll say, that just says 100k in a day. But the title will say, how to get 100k subs in 1 day. So, like, they really work hand in hand. Clickbait isn't a simple-minded job. It's a very advanced job to attract the simple-minded. You got to keep that in mind. I actually think I spend more time on these thumbnails than I do my actual thumbnails for videos. You guys got to step your game up. I'm going back to YouTube comments. So yeah, you know you're messing up. I'm actually going to scroll through my Twitter because a long time ago, I made a clickbait video that never got turned into work. Let me read. Oh, the caption says this one is by far the most simple, but I sadly feel like it would be the most successful. How to download Pokemon Sun and Moon demo right now for free. This one isn't as high effort, but Pokemon fans are crazy and it would definitely work. I made a very similar thumbnail today, but it was only 100k subs. If it was 1 million, it probably would have ended up a lot like this. Straight down to the ass. And the PewDiePies. This was going to be the thumbnail for the second episode that never got revealed, so I think it's pretty good. I think it'd break the internet. Huh, I guess I just made this one. I usually try to avoid making the exposed thumbnails, but got them, I suppose. 25 reasons why you should watch this. It's just 24 Yokos to really piss you off if you try to count. Some leaked Alolan Pokemon. And keep in mind, the game didn't come out before this. Half-Life 3 release date leaked? I remade this thumbnail eventually because everyone suggests Half-Life 3, but this was the origin of it. This! Actually, I wanted to make this the thumbnail because that would have gotten millions of views. Overwatch nude mod. You know what? Next episode, someone asked me to make that because you're going to get in the video and I'm going to make it. And I'm going to get millions of views. And then someone asked for a loot box opening, so I just put the one I made in for Ouija in there. Whatever works, you know? I'm just going through all these episodes and I really...